Hello everybody. It's the end of my first day at Daytona Beach, and frankly it was terrible. You can see the Sam's Club there in the background. I just left and I'm like so frustrated today. Long story short, I got here and the inventory wasn't here, so I had my one case of knives from Orlando, which was the chef series, but we sell the gourmet series here. But I did set that up and tried to sell. But Sam's Club didn't want me to announce on the PA, which means no one will know that I'm putting on a show, which means no customers. Now, I did talk to an assistant manager or department manager, and he let me announce it. But after announcing 3 shows, which I was doing pretty well, I sold 6 in 3 shows when I announced it, because I had crowds of like 6 or 8 people showing up, and I was able to sell, 6 of them. But then he came to me and said, he just realized we're not allowed to announce. So they made me stop announcing. And as a result, I had to try to just tell people to come over and put on a show, which meant nobody came. Usually I had 1 or 2 people show up, and then other people come at the end of the show to get their free gift. So all I did pretty much the rest of the day was cut tomatoes and bread and throw them away and give away free knives. I'm performing the show for like 1 or 2 people at a time. But at the end of the show, all these people magically appear to get the free gift. So that's what happened. The whole day was a fiasco. So I only sold 6 sets for the whole day, which was terrible. And I didn't even get any of the plus sets because it's just, the people who were coming just wanted the free gifts. And, without a big crowd. Typically, you want to have a crowd of 10 to 12 people or more. The more people you have in the crowd, the more sales you're going to get, because people start to see what a great value it is. But if they're by themselves, they're like, nah, I don't need it. The other thing that happened was they had the shipment show up, the inventory for the gourmet series, which was great. But I have to do an inventory count at the end of the day. So when the shipment came with the gourmet series, I swapped out the chefs to put the gourmet up on display so I could try to sell those. But of course I couldn't sell them because I couldn't announce them. It's like Sam's doesn't want us to sell knives. They're making a profit on it, which I don't understand. And also, I didn't have an announcement system, which my partner's going to try to buy one for herself and bring it in tomorrow, because otherwise this is a waste of time. Nobody even knows we're putting on a show. Nobody comes to the show because they can't hear us putting on a show. So there's no audience, and without an audience, we can't sell, even though the knives are fantastic. But long story short, I basically spent the whole day cutting tomatoes and bread and throwing them away and giving away free knives. So after my first initial 6 sales, where I was able to do it when I made the announcement on the PA, I got no more sales. Then, to top it off at the end of the day, I had to go to inventory. So they had these 2 pallets, like thousands of dollars worth of knives that showed up. Well, they were missing. Yeah. So I asked the manager in the back what happened to all those knives. They were on 2 pallets. And they didn't know. So then you spend 30 minutes trying to track down somebody who knows. And then they had to kind of guess where it was. And it turned out they had moved it to a trailer. They actually moved it out of the building into a trailer. So I was able to track that down. But I'm hoping that they don't move the trailer and take the knives with them. They're supposed to be moving the knives back out of the trailer and putting it somewhere where we can access it. Because we're going to need it tomorrow. So my partner here for Daytona is going to be coming in tomorrow, and she's going to be bringing a speaker system. So hopefully we can make noise and bring people to the show, because I think they sell pretty well if people know that we're here and we get a decent sized crowd. But today was such a fiasco. Some of you were asking why I don't sell these knives on YouTube, and there's several reasons for it. The first is that, one, I had to sign, and I signed, for this job, non-compete statement, meaning I won't sell any other products to compete with Hessler's demonstration. So the company does not track or set up for a vendor to sell on their own. It's a show. It's a road show. So for me to do something like that is rogue, okay? Now, if I do something like that, I'm directly in violation of the contract that I have with the company. So that would get me into serious trouble. And some of you are like, well, why don't you buy the knives and then resell them? Well, the problem is, if I do that, okay, 1, I'm still competing. I'm still doing something I'm not supposed to. But 2, the company may think, if they find out about it, that I'm stealing their knives and reselling them. Because there are past employees who basically steal the knives and resell them. That's why you see some of the illegal ones on the internet being sold. They're either stolen product or imitation products, because the knives are really pretty good. They're fantastic. So that's why I don't want to sell them. I can't. So the only way for you to really buy them from me is to come into the store where I'm at, you know, and kind of watch the show. But in this case, you also have to be a member of Sam's Club to get them. So, you know, or the Navy Exchange when I was at the Navy Exchange. Otherwise, you'd have to order them online through Hessler Worldwide, and they do charge you more for them than the Roadshow, because the Roadshow is a promotion. I basically am not really a salesman per se, although I do make sales commission. My official title is product demonstrator. And I'm here on the Roadshow to show people how to use the knives, you know, what they can do, how sharp they are, how strong they are, how fantastic they are, and the guarantee. So I'm here to promote the knives, not really to sell them, although I make my money from selling them. But I'm not allowed to just sell them on my own, because if I do that, the company will think that I'm stealing from them, and that's why I can't do it. As much as I would want to, I can't. So I'm sorry for those of you who would like to buy the knives from me. You're going to have to take a road trip to catch me at Sam's Club. Oh, I hope tomorrow's a lot better than today. The only good redeeming thing that happened today was I spent the morning catching the sunrise on the beach. So hopefully you watched that video and you got to see a beautiful sunrise. And you got to see me chasing the seagulls. That was a lot of fun. But today, as far as work-wise, it was a total fiasco. Let's hope for a better day tomorrow. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.